There are places you visit and places that stay with you. Pompeii is the latter. We walked streets that were built and used 2,000 years ago, stood in homes where families once lived, and saw food that survived a volcanic eruption. After our morning in Sorrento, our Disney Magic Cruise excursion took us somewhere we will never forget. Before we get into what we saw, here's the context that makes everything you're about to see remarkable. In 79 AD, Mount Vesuvius erupted in one of the most catastrophic volcanic events in recorded history. The city of Pompeii, a thriving Roman city of roughly 20,000 people, was buried under nearly 20 feet of volcanic ash and pumice. The eruption happened so fast and the burial was so complete that the city was essentially sealed in time. Buildings, streets, artwork, and food and everyday objects were preserved exactly as they were left on the day of the eruption. The ruins were rediscovered in the late 1500s and major excavations began in the mid-1700s. Today, Pompeii is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the most visited archaeological sites in the world. And Mount Vesuvius, the volcano that did all of this, is still active. You can see it from inside the ruins. Our Disney excursion tour bus drove us from Sorrento to Pompeii, and it was about a 30-minute drive. We highly recommend booking your Pompeii excursion through your cruise line. Timing is everything when you need to be back on board and a guided group keeps you on schedule. The first major structure we encountered was the Pompeii Amphitheater. Built around 70 BC, it is one of the oldest surviving Roman amphitheaters in the world. You can still see a Latin inscription on the outer wall commemorating the officials who funded its construction for the colony. It's a reminder that real people built, funded, and maintained the city nearly 2,000 years ago. Walking the streets of Pompeii is disorienting in the best possible way. The streets are paved with large volcanic stone slabs, and you can still see the deep ruts worn into them by centuries of cart and chariot traffic. At intersections throughout the city, you'll notice large raised stone blocks placed in the middle of the street. These were the ancient Roman version of pedestrian crosswalks. Pompeii's streets were constantly flooded with water overflow from public fountains and rain runoff. The city had no underground sewers. These raised stones let pedestrians cross without walking through the water and waste in the street. They were spaced precisely wide enough apart for cartwheels to pass on either side. This is an example of Roman urban engineering in action, still standing 2,000 years later. One of the most remarkable things about Pompeii is what was found inside the buildings when excavations began. Not just structures and artwork, but actual food. In display cases, you can see items that were preserved by the eruption, including carbonized peach pits, seeds, and what appears to be an actual loaf of bread, all from 79 AD. All nearly 2,000 years old, all still recognizable. You can see Roman equivalent of a street food counter or fast food restaurant. These are called Thermopoliums, and archaeologists have identified more than 80 of them throughout Pompeii alone. Most residents of Pompeii didn't have full kitchens in their homes. They ate out, much like people in modern cities today. You can see the stone counter has large circular holes cut into the top, which held ceramic vessels that kept food and drinks warm throughout the day. You'll walk across some bakeries, and you can still see the large stone grinding mills used to grind grain into flour. Pompeii had more than 40 bakeries at the time of the eruptions. And then there are the public toilets, which are exactly what they look like. A communal stone bench with circular holes over a channel continuously flushed with water. Romans used facilities communally without the concept of privacy we have today. Walking through the residential streets of Pompeii is where the scale of what you're looking at really sets in. Home after home, doorway after doorway, street after street, all of it preserved. And inside many of the homes, the walls are still painted. You can still see frescoes, and colors have survived nearly 2,000 years remarkably well. The deep reds you see throughout the homes were made from natural mineral pigments. Images of animals, mythological scenes, and decorative geometric patterns can still be seen on the walls. It's all pretty overwhelming. You are looking at the interior decoration of Roman homes from the 1st century AD. And then we walk through an entrance like this one. This is the entrance passage of a Roman home. The floor is covered in an intricate mosaic made from thousands of individual pieces of stone laid by hand. You are standing in a doorway that someone walked through every day 2,000 years ago, and it looks like this. This is the kind of moment that stops you. One of the larger homes had this. This is called an impluvium. It's a shallow rectangular pool built into the floor of the central courtyard of a Roman home. It was designed to collect rainwater that fell through the open roof above. One thing we want to mention for anyone planning a Pompeii visit, we did not see the plaster casts of the victims on our tour. These are the actual preserved forms of people and animals caught in the eruption, created when archaeologists poured plaster into the cavities left in the ash. They are one of the most famous and powerful things associated with Pompeii. We had actually seen some of these before our trip at a traveling museum exhibit, so we have photos to show you what they look like. But if seeing the plaster casts at Pompeii itself is important to you, and it's completely understandable if it is, make sure you specifically ask about that when you're shopping for tours. Not every tour excursion includes that section of the site. Do your research before you book so you're not disappointed. If Pompeii is on your cruise itinerary, here are a few practical things to know. Wear comfortable walking shoes. The volcanic stone streets are uneven and you will cover a lot of ground. Bring water and sunscreen, especially in the summer. The site is large. A half day gives you a solid overview of the main highlights. Book your excursion through the cruise line for peace of mind on timing. And if you're traveling with kids or teenagers, know that there is an area of the site with adult content that your guide will give you the option to skip. We were with our kids for this trip, so we decided to skip that part. But it allowed us time to wander and explore at our own pace, so that was perfect for us. Here's one important thing to note. Pompeii is closed every year on May 1st, January 1st, and December 25th. If your cruise happens to dock in Naples on any of those dates, Pompeii won't be an option, so plan accordingly. If you're packing for a Mediterranean cruise, we have a full video covering our best tried and true travel accessories we bring on every trip. Everything in the video is linked, and it'll save you a lot of trial and error before you go. We'll link that video for you at the end. Pompeii is one of those places that is genuinely difficult to describe to someone who hasn't been there. The scale of it, the detail of it, the fact that you're walking through a city that was alive and functioning 2,000 years ago and then frozen in a single moment. It's a lot to take in. We are so glad we chose this excursion on our Disney Magic Mediterranean cruise. If Pompeii is on your port list, it is an absolute must. After a full day exploring the beauty of Sorrento and the streets of Pompeii, we came back to the ship to this view from our Disney Magic balcony. This right here is exactly why we cruise. Join us as we continue our Mediterranean series. Our next stop is Livorno, where we spend the full day in Florence. Make sure to subscribe so you'll get notified when that video is released. We'll link our must-have travel accessories for cruise and international travel here, as well as our entire Mediterranean series. See you at the next video. Bye for now.